I am Kouzom and I hope you are doing well while watching this video. Now this is the second part on how to get the most out of scientific texts. So after we have learned how is the structure of scientific text is built, we need to understand how do we really get most of the scientific text. If we need maybe to work on a paper or we need to discuss some things, ideas on the subject with our friends. I was about to say my friends. I do that too. Anyway, so we need also to follow some steps, and these steps are actually personal ones. So you can choose your own, but these steps have really served me in a way throughout the years. And these are the ones that I've been working on since 2022. So basically, what we need to do is understanding, and I will use the same book for some reason, I don't know, I like the green color. The head title of the book, creating a vivid image, tangible image, and understanding what it will be about. Sure, the title is not the end of the word, you can't really tell what is it about, but usually they have some undertext, a further simple explanation on the head title. But anyway, and then you try to connect this head title with the other titles of the different chapters of the book. So you highlight them, you go through them and create another vivid image of all of them after connected them together. Oh, it was only, what's that? Only 10 chapters. So anyway, after that, you will go, while you're reading, highlighting them, the introductions, sometimes the summary of the paragraphs, defining the main concepts or the new concepts of the book. So after you are reading the whole text, you might maybe create your own definition list of the whole book if you would like. And this part is also very important, which is defining the new words. Define even the words that you are a bit hesitant about. So if you are not really understanding or know the precise word or definition of a word, go and use the dictionary and define it. Why? Because as I mentioned in the previous video, authors or researchers, they use precise words, terminologies on the subject, and that's why we experience them as dull, or sometimes we feel like they are using like another language, but they are using the language that we hopefully understand. So it's not rocket science, but we need to understand the deep and the real meaning of the words so we can really create this simple, vivid image on the content. So after doing that, while you are reading also, and this is why I use the pen or the pencil, depending on what sign I'm creating beside the paragraph, write on the margin of the paper. Why? Because you are reading, you are understanding, you're reflecting. Personally, sometimes I agree or sometimes disagree with the writer, so I write down my thoughts. I write down some questions that I have, not because I'm about to meet the author, I mean maybe, but most of the time I don't really. But when I write the questions, let us say I am using a pencil for that purpose, I know why, how and when I will be using the pencil. So I will show you an example actually. Okay, I use different signs beside each paragraph. So this one, for example, I don't know if you can see it, is if I am really agree with the author. And I use a star if I have any comment on the subject, and then I write down on the margin of the paper. Oh, here we are. And then I used pencil for the question mark in case I have any questions. And most of the time I have access to asking my teachers, which is wonderful. I highly, highly, highly recommend, if you're a student at the school or maybe university or whatever educational institution you are at, ask your teachers if you have any questions, because they will be more than happy answering your questions, and they will be sharing with you some thoughts because they have experience on the topic. Now maybe it's not like a climate ethics, but well, it's one of them, but I have no idea what experience your teachers might have. But anyway, how many watts did I say? Goodness me. Let me check the last point that I personally wrote. Oh, by the way, if you want to see all of the steps, you can just go to my website and you will find both sections, which is how to read and how to get most of the scientific text. And then, absolutely, the sixth point is, most of the times when we are reading, we get in touch with some concepts or theories that the author mentions, and we have no idea what it's about. So go to the internet or find some reliable source and search for the meaning of this concept, so you're not totally ignorant. It's like to some degree. And then we have the seventh point, and I believe this is a magical one, and it's very important. Why? Because the knowledge that you are getting from reading, okay, is very valuable and very precious, and it really deserves sharing with others. So don't keep the knowledge to yourself, share it with other people, because you have no idea what a word that is from a reliable source, again, can do to someone's life. And that was everything. I hope, again, you enjoy your reading and get as much knowledge as you can.